everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Jets going up against the Vikings. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. We begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. At the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the run with the ball.
Tajay Sharp, the intended target, and it's third down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Boykin. And that is incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. A couple of Jets there in on the stop. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
A play fake to Peterson. Now Bridgewater. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the ball deep downfield, and a big-time completion.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Surveying the field. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And the tight end goes in motion left. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Ah, yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for 3rd down.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. A toss play. This is Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Got an open man. It's a noon one. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On the defensive side, the starters for the New York Jets, Charles.
Let's start with their rookie linebacker, Darren Lee. Played cornerback, if you can believe that, in high school for a while, and uses that same speed at the linebacker position. Hard to block because he's hard to find.
Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out.
Let's go.
Halfback sent in motion. The play clock's running down. They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They come up in an offset eye. Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. And he cuts it back left. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dixon, 54 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
In motion, Patterson. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
On second down, here's Boykin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. So on comes a field goal unit for the Jets. Here's Nick Folk from the left hash. This from 46. And Folk's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards on the play. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw is Bridgewater. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Boykin, off play action, rolling to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 3rd down, Boykin. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Boykin on 1st and 10. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Boykin on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now the rookie Boykin. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All week long as a defense, you game plan to stop this guy as a runner. And then when they start sneaking him out of the backfield and throwing it to him, that totally disrupts what you plan to do in the game.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go.
2nd down, Bridgewater. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. In motion, Anunwa. To throw is Bridgewater. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And New York set to take the field. But got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. After the interception, here's Boykin. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Second and 10. It's Boykin again. And this is going to be incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. On 3rd down, Boykin. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now Boykin on 1st down. They set up the screen for Henry. Oh, he pulls over him. Past the 20. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 35 yards.
A quarterback often has a lot of really good friends on offense to help him do his job. But one of his best friends is anyone who can catch the ball and create yardage after the catch. That run after the catch, the rack, and the ability to break a tackle and make a big play, as we just saw there, quarterback is very friendly with that guy.
Here we go. 1-9.
First down and goal to go from the 7. On first and goal, Dixon. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go. Brand 38.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. In motion, a new one. Throwing again, Bridgewater on second and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. On third down, Bridgewater. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. So on fourth down, the Vikings will call on their punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it first and 10. And New York set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They begin with Henry. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So second and medium, second and 5 now.
Here we go. Brand 38. Black round.
They'll run it again with Henry. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So we have reached halftime here in Houston in what so far has been a very one-sided Super Bowl 51. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. To throw, Bridgewater. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
And they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. 10 yards still left on second down. In motion, Anunwa. To throw is Bridgewater. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Blake Martinez in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Third and long for Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Second down following the run. They run again with Peterson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Couple of Jets there in on the stop. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Quincy Anunwa, the intended receiver. Now fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That one good for 12 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go. Dagger.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Boykin. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing, Bradford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. And that right there will set them back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They go play action here, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Back near the goal line, Bradford. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And New York set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Let's go.
On the counter, it's Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Now Marshall coming in motion right. On third down, Boykin. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They run again on first down. Peterson. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And they have really been able to contain AP, and because of it, they've got the lead here in the fourth.
And they've done a really nice job in this game. A lot of group tackling. Rare that one guy gets him on the ground consistently. They've done an excellent job of containing him in this game.
And on second and 10 now. Now a second down throw for Bradford. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. In motion, a noon one. On 1st and 10, Bradford finding time. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. In motion, a noon one. A 2nd down throw for Bradford. He's got time. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Bradford. He's got time in the pocket. And that will be incomplete as well. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 4th down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game, they had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape.
Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets take possession. Henry out of the pistol. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now they face a 3rd down after the fumble on 2nd down. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. They send Sharp in motion right. Boykin now off the bootleg. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And 4th down coming up. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Play action for Peterson. Now here's Bradford. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Cuts it out here, left sideline. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Jets are going to have a 1st down. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll lose you. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the busy night for Henry continues. Cuts it out to the sideline. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big run there by Henry. 44 yards on the ground. 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to crown a champion after this. Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And they go the wrong way here. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
off the play fake. Boykin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Following the interception, Bradford. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. Some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. It's a pickup of 21, and the Jets are going to have it first and goal.
We can talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
They come out here in the eye. And here we go on first and goal. They'll run with Henry. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And out now come the Vikings. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Shift together here from the D-line. In motion, a new one. To throw is Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it won't be a pick six, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the New York Jets